Carrie Chapman Catt. Carrie Chapman Catt was born on January 9, 1859, and died on March 9, 1947. She had moved to Iowa when she was 7 years old and was forced by her father to work her way through college. She graduated at the top of her class with a general science bachelor degree in 1880 from Iowa Agricultural College, and she was the only woman in her graduating class. After college, she worked as a law clerk, and then after that she began teaching again. She was soon promoted to the principal position at Mason City High School. In 1883, when Carrie was only 24 years old, she was promoted from her principal job to the superintendent of schools. This would make her one of the first women ever to be appointed that position. Carrie was married twice throughout her life. Her first husband's name was Leo Chapman. He was a newspaper editor and publisher for the Mason City Republican. The two got married in February of 1885. 1 year later, Leo Chapman died from a typhoid fever after he had gone to San Francisco, California to find a new job. Carrie then moved to San Francisco to work for a new newspaper. In 1890, Carrie got remarried to a wealthy engineer named George W. Catt. George died in October of 1905. After working in California, Carrie moved back to Iowa and joined the Iowa Women's Suffrage Association, where she was a professional lecturer and writer. In 1892, she was asked by Susan B. Anthony to address Congress on the proposed suffrage amendment. From 1890 to 1892, she served as the Iowa Association's state organizer. She also joined the National American Women's Suffrage Association, and in 1900 became its president. From 1902 to 1904, Catt was also a leader in the formation of the International Women's Suffrage Alliance. She served as its president from 1904 to 1923, but was still recognized as its president until she died. However, in 1904, she resigned from her NAWSA presidency. After her husband's death, she was encouraged to travel the world as the IWSA president, promoting equal suffrage rights worldwide. She returned to the United States 9 years later. In 1915, Catt returned to the United States to help the NAWSA and returned to her position as president. In 1916, she proposed her winning plan to get suffrage at both the federal and state levels simultaneously. The key to this plan was in 1914 she'd received from the New York Magazine editor and publisher Miriam Folene Leslie $1 million towards the cause of women's suffrage. Catt got several key states, including New York, in 1917 to approve women's suffrage. In 1918, President Woodrow Wilson supported a national constitutional amendment for women's suffrage. On August 26, 1920, the 19th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution was ratified.